Welcome to Dakar. This is the rest day in Salda, and guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna rest.
And it's the beautiful city of Salta that hosts the rest day today. Hard earned for all the crews that have made it here. It's been tough, but a large majority of the bivouac has made it to Salta. The service crews themselves only arrived late last night from Bolivia, and there's a sense that time is not of the essence today, as the stories of the week past are swapped and essential maintenance done to make sure everyone's ready for the coming challenges. We join our bike racers in Salta after a strange but very long week of racing. And our first port of call is Honda. Right now, they lead the rally. The number 2 of Paulo Gonçalves has excelled this week, especially when things got tough, even if the first stage run was a bit tricky for the Portuguese rider. The second Honda rider is Argentine sensation Kevin Benavides. What a debut it's been for the young rider in his first Dakar, even winning stage 3 outright. As he often is, Joan Barreda was the man to beat in the first week of the rally, piling on the speed on the fast stages like a greyhound chasing a rabbit. It's cost him though. First in speeding penalties, then in a broken bike on the longest stage around a uni. Precisely what happened last year has happened this year, but it doesn't change our objective for the Dakar, which is to go and get that win for Honda. Obviously that's something that's always really difficult to do, but that's what we're going to try and do that every day. Obviously with Joan having problems, it makes it a bit tougher going for that victory, because it's just me, but I'm still confident that we can do it, because that's what we came here to do. The new Husqvarna team have had it rough too. Pellerine, the rookie, crashing on stage 4. And his teammate, the more experienced Ruben Ferreira, also had a tough race. After his early pace, he crashed hard on stage 6, breaking his wrist and smashing 2 of his front teeth on the roadbook mount. That's left the team with one rider flying the flag, Pablo Quintanilla. And even though he's yet to win a stage, he's proven very consistent for his new team. The number 4 rider now sits 4th, 18 minutes off the lead. The truth is, I wanted to be inside the top 10 by the time we got to the rest day. It's been pretty hard for me because this terrain really isn't my favourite. But the important thing is that I'm here safe. The bike is in good condition, no injuries, no crashes, which is good, because now the hardest and most intense part of the rally is to come. KTM are having a mixed bag, showing just how tough the long stages have been. But despite a crash on the first day of the marathon, Stefan Svitko has always been at the front and finds himself fulfilling his own objectives in 3rd overall. Unsurprisingly, Laia Sanz is leading the women's class, but more than that, she's 15th overall after 7 stages. Despite a couple of small crashes, she's still in with a shout of recreating her 9th place from last year. There were hopes for Walkner, but after his great debut last year, it all ended as he crashed yesterday. It's a big blow to his and KTM's title hopes. The de facto team leader is now Toby Price, as he's best placed in 2nd. The only rider to lead start to finish and win a stage in 2016, the Australian trails Gonçalves by just over 3 minutes. But as usual, is pretty content with his own performance.
It's been a tough week. It's been a really high speed, high pace course so far, and everyone's been on the gas, so it's a little bit different from last year's Dakar, but we're making good navigation, which is a big bonus. So we, at least now the confidence is up, but yeah, all in all, it can be taken away pretty quick with one wrong error. But we're doing the best we can and having a good time, so that's the main thing.
We can't finish without some of the outstanding rookies of the race so far, and we'll start with Antoine Mio. Perhaps expected, considering his racing pedigree. One stage win already is not to be sniffed at, and he's well inside the top 10 in 6th. We've done the easiest bit of the Dakar, I think, even if the last 2 days have been quite tough. Physically, I'm feeling well. I didn't crash, I didn't damage the bike. For the moment, everything is fine. We'll see at the end. Make a summary at the finish. For the moment, step by step, I'm getting close to the podium. Despite my bad start on the prologue, I'm getting closer to where I want to be. It's interesting. It's always great to get American Baja riders on the Dakar, and the latest is Honda protege Ricky Brabec. The big Californian has bounced his way to 12th overall, only 38 minutes from the top. Just 2 places back is another debutant making an impact. Adrian Van Beveren was quick to start with 4th in the prologue. And though he's lacked pace on the longer stages, he's had fun all the way. So it is Gonçalves that leads by 3:12 from Price, Svitko in 3rd, and those 3 are clear at the moment. Quintanilla slowly moved up 18 minutes back in 4th, ahead of Benavides in 5th. Meo, Rodriguez, Fares, Duclos now 30 minutes back, losing quite a lot of time ahead of his teammate, Juan Pedrero. A quick nod to the Melimoto category, where last year's run-up Jurgen van der Gorberg is currently leading. The Dutch rider is 46th overall, with nearly 1 hour lead to his name. Mentioned his pace earlier, but Kevin Benavides is truly a sensation on this year's Dakar.
To be in Argentina gives me more energy and strength thanks to the support of the people. It's a dream to be on the Dakar, and to live these days was beautiful until now.
For his debut on the rally, it's been a fairy tale from the biker who lives in Salta.
For me, the Dakar is the toughest race in the world and a great challenge.
As soon as day 3, he'd already conquered his first success. Riding bikes runs in the veins of the Benavides family.
All my family is concerned by motorsports. My dad was a bike racer, and I started riding because of him. My brother also competes, and so does my sister. All the family loves bikes.
Fast and spectacular. Kevin Benavides, who won the Desafio Guarani last year, giving him access to the Dakar, is learning extremely quickly.
Everything is difficult on the Dakar. It was difficult for me to learn navigation, and I trained all year for that. The race is also very hard and long. You need to be physically strong with a clear mind.
5th overall on his Honda. The rider, who just turned 27, could well be inspired by the performance of Toby Price, who was 3rd last year in his first appearance, although the podium is not his main focus.
I just want to ride without pressure. It's my first year, it's my debut. I don't want to add pressure. I prefer to enjoy myself than to think of a final position.
On terrain he knows off by heart, Benavides now needs to stay strong to answer the expectations of an entire nation. Four riders lined up as favourites in the quads, and 2 were the Patronelli brothers. We're coming for a Dakar, not as tourists. Strong words, but defending champ Sonic had a different view from the 2 Argentinians.
I will just go my path.
Sonic's path, though, ended in Bolivia with the broken clutch. An early race leader, Casale, also left the race before halfway. South African ace Brian Baragwanath caused a stir with his speed, but the mistakes are just a bit too frequent for the rookie.
It's been great to feature this year. I've had 4 podiums so far. It's a great feeling to be running at the top. Just unfortunately got some penalties for late starts and 1 or 2 admin issues. So that's been my big mistake so far.
The second of the Patronelli brothers, Alejandro, had a slow start to the rally. He even crashed hard on the third day, but 2 wins in stage 6 and 7 have done his chances the power of good. The other brother has consistently finished higher. Marcos has yet to win a stage though, and for him too, errors have crept in. The surprise of the first week is 24-year-old Russian Sergei Karyakin in his 3rd Dakar. He's back after failing to finish last year, and 4 daily podiums in 4 stages, including a stage 5 win, put him as the only challenger to the Patronelli brothers. And there's confirmation. Alejandro leading from Marcos, 3 minutes 36 to gap. Karyakin still in touch in 3rd. Gonzalez has got work to do ahead of Hernandez.
How do you feel now?
At over 4,000 metres, the conditions have become extreme on the Dakar.
With that, he'll be hot. Put that in your gloves. It's going to heat up.
While Koba's pot guide was able to continue his adventure, Frenchman Sébastien Soudé was left stranded.
I hope someone friendly will stop and tow me to the finish. I could then change my engine. I would be given a penalty, but at least I could finish my Dakar. That's all I can wait for. But my chances are reducing. One guy stopped, but he didn't have any brakes. He said, if I pull you, we won't be able to stop.
To add to his despair, the dark skies began to threaten.
Three years of training. 3 years. This is my second. On my first Dakar, I quit after 2 days because of the heat. And on this one, everything was going well, no problems. I was riding at a fairly slow pace, but it's the same story again.
The Dakar will once again be cruel to Sébastien Soudé. It's the end of story for the Frenchman.